All right, guys, we are back with round three Edison Format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Donnell Dnasty on the left playing Machina Gadgets with Solidarity versus Sheriff Los on the right playing his signature Quickdraw deck. So these two just came back from the Edison Showdown 4 in Copers Cove, Texas, where they both made top 8, but Donnell actually got second place while Los lost in top 8. They actually both lost to the same Value Turbo player who went undefeated in the tournament and, won the whole thing. So, yeah, but Donnell decided to switch decks. This tournament was 3 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 8. Both these guys are undefeated. Now, normally, I don't get the undefeateds, but for this particular tournament, it's a weekday tournament, and we had 3 undefeateds. The other undefeated got paired down against myself, and I beat him, so that forced us to go to top 8 since there's only going to be 1 undefeated after this round. So we'll see who will get the 1 seed. Donnell with the main deck, Dust Tornado in his gadget deck. So he summons, as my boy Bluffknock likes to call it, Orange Gadget. Searches Fortress. So, now who am I going to root for in this tournament? Again, these two are both guaranteed top 8, so I guess I'll root for Gadgets because Los has already won with Quickdraw a few times on the channel, while only David Provenzo is the only person that I can think of that has won with Gadgets on the channel. All right, so here, Fortress attacks into Hamster. Now he gets Ryko. So, yeah, you probably attack with Gear Frame, right? I hope he pops the yellow. Unless you're trying to do the damage. Yeah, no, hit with Gear Frame. Now Los is going to hit the Ryko. Mills Rise Up, Battle Fader, and Lone Fire. Now, is there any reason to equip here? Like, equip? So he has Mirror Force. Okay. So now Los sets a monster. And here comes Green Gadget. I'm just trying to think, like, is it worth to set the Mirror Force? I guess Los could go Lone Fire into Titanium. But here comes Solidarity. See, if I'm Donnell, I don't think I would play the Solidarity against this deck because I'm afraid of getting Black Rosed. I don't know if Donnell watched Los's deck profile, because see, me having seen Los's deck profile, I know he's on like triple Avarice, triple Debris Dragon, so I'd be afraid of Debris Dragon. Yeah, I mean, he's right there on top of his hand. I already see it. So now Debris. Now he's going to bomb Donnell's field. Yeah, I think he should have held the Solidarity. Maybe you can argue keeping the Mirror Force in case of a Lone Fire, but whenever he shouldn't have played the Solidarity. There was no need to. He lost that card unnecessarily, but that card is going to be kind of bad in this matchup anyway. But Donnell had 2, but still, you would have had 2 of them right now instead of just 1. And then your Gadgets can just easily run over, heck, your Gadgets can run over Titanium, except, no, they all would. No. Yellow would trade with Titanium. See, Donnell should have kept that Solidarity in his hand. Small mistake. We'll see if it comes back to bite him. Now, currently, Donnell has the 4th most wins. He's tied for the 4th most wins on the channel with 11. With Ryanide. So if he wins here today, he would climb up to 3rd with John Vigil. All right, so here he pitches 2. Yeah, I like this play because you can kind of tell Los has a lot of monsters in his hand, so he probably has a Monarch, like a Caius. The only thing you're afraid of right now is if he draws into Pot of Avarice or if he draws into another Debris Dragon. But Black Rose is gone already, so you're not afraid of getting Black Rosed anymore. Yeah, so this is why I kind of don't like the traditional quick draw deck, because they draw too many normal summons. And now, if I'm Donnell, I probably get aggressive. The only thing is, okay, so 1 Hamster's gone, 1 Ryko's gone. So it's more likely to be another Ryko. Could be Sangan, it could be a lot of stuff. Now, let's see how Donnell decides to do this attack order. I mean, he's not gonna pop your Fortress most likely, so you could hit with the red. Well, he's gonna pop the Solidarity. So maybe he should have hit with Fortress. All right, Mills, Cartrooper, Torrential, Raikou, and then now I think Donnell doesn't attack here. Oh, he's got Prison and Horn of Heaven. Okay, Horn of Heaven is actually really good in against Los's deck because he can just stop the Debris Dragon. But Los needs Pot of Avarice. Okay, so yeah, he Horn of Heaven's the Lone Fire. Okay, so he doesn't have Pot of Avarice yet. Now, I think Donnell got that Horn of Heaven idea from the guy who got top 4 at White Sox Houston with Gadgets. Now, me personally, I've always been a fan of Gadgets. The only issue right now is with everyone main decking triple deck Devastation Virus. Kind of hurts that deck pretty bad. That's the only thing. And obviously, people side in. All right, here comes Pot of Avarice from Donnell. I was expecting Avarice from Los's deck because Los plays 3, but I'm not sure how many Donnell plays. 1 or 2, most likely. I don't think he's on 3 Avarice and Gadgets. He's either on 1 or 2. Now, who is favored in this matchup? I think Los is favored. It's just like Donnell's deck is kind of like a control deck. And like all those solidarities and stuff don't really matter against Los's deck because Los is beating you with like Debris Dragon, with Caius, with Raikou, with Pot of Avarice. So like, yeah, I think Los is favored in this matchup. All right, he summons a green gadget. Add red gadget. Second upstart. Oscar Goblin. So 10,000, 8,000. So 13 and 14 will be 27. Maybe Donnell's afraid of Gorge because I think he's got like all monsters. No, he has a Prison, so. See, this is just. Oh, he has 2 back rows. I mean, you have Prison. But Los hasn't done anything, so you can kind of have a feeling that he has the Gores. Yeah. I get it in this situation, not wanting to attack, so here comes Brain Control. This is actually my second time watching this match because I had an issue the first time I recorded it, which I normally don't. Normally, I just watch my first time when I record the videos, my raw reaction, but I actually know what happens here. So I guess I'll give a little bit of a spoiler. So he has Solemn and D-Prison. That's why he's taking forever to decide on this Brain Control. Now if he would have Solemned... Yeah, I get not wanting to Solemn. But he chose not to Prison either. But now you can get Caius, potentially. Now he could Solemn the Caius. I think that's why Donnell thought about it for a long time, whether to Solemn the Brain Control, but Tributes. Los has the Caius in his hand. But instead he chooses to. He has Quickdraw Caius, so he's gonna either A, Tribute set Quickdraw, or Tribute for Caius. So he chooses Tribute set Quickdraw just to get the Fortress off the field. So now Donnell can get aggressive. He can go red gadget, pitch Fortress and a gadget to bring out Fortress. All right, let's see. I mean, you have Solemn, you have Deep Prison, so it might be worth it to get aggressive. Yep. Yeah, see, little decisions like this is like, who do you attack with first? Oh, he decides with Fortress. It is the quick. I mean, you knew it was quick draw. But Donnell chooses not to attack. Come on, man. Should have attacked with one of them. Like, I knew. Okay, so he decides to Solemn the Avarice. I hate having a Solemn Avarice. And here comes Soul Exchange. Tribute for Caius. Targets the back row, which is the Prison. Yeah, now Donnell's in trouble. He has no card. Well, he has 2 gadgets staring down a Caius. Like, even if you draw Solidarity. So, Caius attack the red. Set 1. Attack the set Treeborn. Set a back row. Standby Treeborn. A second Avarice. puts back the debris, the black rows, the hamsters and the Rykos. Yeah, see, if I'm Donnell, I think I would have. You've got to get aggressive at this in that situation. All right, so Avarice draws 2. I don't think Los has used his heavy yet. All right, so Caius attack the the red gadget for 11. So now Donnell's at 2350. Set 1 pass. Donnell with a third back row. And attacks for game. So Lowe's takes game 1 now. Could Donnell have won? I mean, he was playing around Gores. I wonder if Lowe's had it. He might not have had it. But like there was like one small error, like whenever he played the Solidarity for no reason. That's one thing I can think of. And that whole brain control situation, like let's say he solemns the brain control, or he prisons the fortress attack. What could Los have done? He still had soul exchange, so if he solemns the brain control, Los would have just gone. It would have been the same thing. I think Donnell would even if he used a solemn, I think he still lost. If he had used a solemn earlier, so yeah, I think Donnell was losing. Maybe there was a way he could have won had he, like I said, not activated the Solidarity, but I'm not sure. Anyway, here we go. Game 2. Los sets a monster as a back row after Donnell summoned Yellow Gadget instead of back row. Here comes Green Gadget from Dnasty. Search red. Now, do you attack into Hamster or Ryko here? So it is Hamster, so Donnell's going to take 400 and then bring out Ryko from his deck. Donnell has not been playing slow this match, which I know it's a shocker for everyone. I mean, it is Gadgets. It's a little much easier deck to play. So he Ryko's to Horn of Heaven, Mills, Deep Prison, Debris, Torrential. Set. So Los decides to dust the first one, which is Bottomless. All right. Tributes for Caius. Yeah, I would have gone for the back row, too. It's unfortunate he had a second Bottomless. I don't blame him for going for the second one. All right, so now Los sets a back row, and here comes Red Gadget. So all 3 Gadgets on the field for Donnell. I hate when Gadgets get you like this. They use their trap cards to take down your monsters and just poke you with a bunch of Gadgets. It's like, it feels so bad, like when you have to Mirror Force 3 Gadgets, you're like, oh wow, I mean, these guys are all free, so. You basically take a -1 from the Mirror Force, right? Because all right, here comes Orange Gadget. Search Fortress, 76 to 41. Pitch Fortress. Yeah, Donnell has Solemn. He's like, does not care. He does not care. So yellow attack, Mirror Force. There's a Solemn. Yeah, we knew he was not afraid to Torrential or anything. So it is 2 token. It is Dandelion. So now he's gonna hit him with. And then this should be game if Los doesn't have like a Battle Fader or Gores. If you saw Los' deck profile, he does run Battle Fader, but he did not have it. So Dnasty forces a 3rd game against the Sheriff. Now again, the Sheriff doesn't play as much Edison as he used to. Occasionally he'll play, but just kind of a down period for Edison, at least at my locals. All right, so game 3. Los goes set a monster, set a back row. Now here comes yellow from Donnell. Runs over the Treeborn, searches green. End phase, dust the Horn of Heaven. Standby Treeborn. Set. Green Gadget. Search red. And let's see how he decides. So he decides to hit over the and pop the Ryko, Mills Lone Fire, Lad, and MST effort. I think Lowe's. So again, this tournament was this before or after the Edison Showdown? This was after the Edison Showdown, so I'm surprised to see Lad in Lowe's deck. Okay. Lowe's taking longer than Donnell. This is shocking. Okay, so Donnell's hand is D Prison. Okay, he's got D Prison, 2 gadgets, and a gear frame in his hand. So let's see. The sheriff decides to activate Foolish. Now he Foolishes Dandy. But like what I found interesting was that he doesn't actually have a Lone Fire or a Debris Dragon in his hand. But maybe he. I'm trying to think why do this. I mean, 1 Lone Fire's gone. Maybe he just want what else are you gonna Foolish in this deck? So might as well get the Dandelion out of the deck. Yeah, there's not really much. What else is he Foolish besides Dandelion in this deck? Nothing. It's just unfortunate he doesn't have a Debris or a Lone Fire to really abuse the Dandy. Maybe he has the other Dandelion in his hand, or he doesn't want to draw into the second Dandelion. So here, Donnell summons Gear Frame, search Fortress. Donnell pitches for Fortress. And Battle Phase, attack the token, and Fortress, attack the Ryko. So let's see. So what do we think Los's back row is? He didn't stop anything, so who knows? Now, does Los want to lose his last card by targeting the Fortress, or will you hit the back row? Yeah, you can tell that's what he's contemplating. That's why he looked at his card in his hand. So he chose the back row, and it is, I can't see it, but he mills Debris, pulling the, oh, that Debris would have been nice, but he just milled it right off the top. So it looks like he's going to use Gear Frame's effect. Oh, no, he chose not to. I thought he was going to use Gear Frame's effect. Okay, so let's pay attention. So Delos just set that back row. Donnell's probably trying to find out what trap cards are gone. So he does equip. Okay, equip and then hits him for 25. So now we know he doesn't. Los doesn't have prison because I think he prisons the Fortress. Summons red. So no response to the red summon gadget. Now he sets a 3rd back row. Attack for 18 or 13. I like that Donnell didn't special summon the orange gadget. And here comes the prison. All right. So 28 to 8,000. And then here comes yellow. And Los is forced to torrential. So had Donnell special summoned the gear frame, he would have gotten torrential. And then Los would have still had the D prison. Yeah, Donnell's up quite a few cards. I think, and Los is lower on life, so his other back row is a pro heavy. Pitches Danny for quick draw. Special summons 2 tokens. I think he just drew the quick draw. And synchros with quick draw. But what do you make? You're at 28. So he makes Nitro Warrior. Yeah, because he has no card to discard for Drew Warrior. So yeah, Nitro Warrior. And summon green. But Donnell has Fortress. So Fortress will handle the Nitro Warrior. I don't think there's much Los could have done. He was playing from behind the whole game. So pitches Fortress, and that is game. So congrats, Donnell. Doesn't knock out he beats the Sheriff, but they're both guaranteed top 8. Donnell's the 1 seed, so I guess I'll go over a little quick spoiler. So Donnell will not be returning. He won his top 8 match, and then lost in the semifinals. Now the reason the reason I'm saying this is because I only filmed 1 match for top 8, 1 match for the semifinals, and Donnell was not featured in either one of those, so we won't see him again. Even though he was a 1 seed, he fell victim to the 1 seed curse. But we got top 8 coming up, and the Sheriff will definitely return. I think he's returning next. Yeah, top 8. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, 1 word, all caps. Yep, I'll see you guys next time.